Okay guys, just bear with me a minute, just need to have a start stream drink. But yeah, welcome everyone to a new week of G-Dog streams. For those that missed it, today I posted out an updated schedule just to make official that my streams are going to be starting earlier from now on. Because I tried doing 6 o'clock streams, but I want to try and start doing longer streams if I can. More longer than 3 hours, and that wasn't going to be possible if I streamed at 6. So and plus I do feel like I am generally more chatty and more high energy at this point in the day. So the new schedule is out. I've posted it on my Discord server, my Twitter, and it's also the offline image that you'll see when I'm not online. But as for today, I'm gonna be jumping back into one of my favourite classic visual novel series, and that is the Ace Attorney trilogy. I believe at the end of the last Ace Attorney stream I got up to the trial section, so I actually found a pretty good place to stop, because I was like, oh okay, I've done the investigation stuff for now. My voice got to the point where it was starting to get persistently quirky, so I figured I'd save the trial for this stream. So we're gonna be doing that. Hopefully this stream can be good, just because I feel very energetic and happy within myself today, and there's been a lot of great announcements that have come out about stuff, so definitely very, very hyped. So let's get into the gameplay. Just need to put the game up on my secondary screen that I use for the streams. So let's see. Yep, there we go. Part 2-1 trial. So this is our just for those that haven't been watching the Ace Attorney streams in a while, this is our defendant, Max Galactica. He is the sort of the star performer at this circus that we're getting involved in. So good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. It's a stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom, it just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max, just do what Nick says and everything will be a-okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eye? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh, Nick. Anyway, so yeah, here we go, in the courtroom. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor? Get on with it! Oh, sorry, I just realised that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. Judge? Like, yeah, I love the judge in this game, but I feel like he is one needle short of, you know, he is one needle short of like a full haystack of needles, if that makes sense. Like, he's not all there in the brain. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? The trial's barely started and Francisca's already ready to whip us. She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Yikes, Maya. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Get guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like he'll bring your dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Wow, Francisca has no patience today. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ouch. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Nice typo. It said accept, not... It used the singular version of accept, not the plural version accepts. But yeah, Russell's autopsy report, time of death 10:15 p.m, cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, first cross-examination of the circus case, details of the events. So, let's press. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? So, wait, what was the first one again? Snow was falling until 9:40. So the way Phoenix was talking, we might potentially have something that contradicts that. So, maybe. I'm just gonna look in the court record anyway because, yeah, it would be nice to remind myself. So, picture of the crime scene. Yeah, it was definitely snowy. Silk hat, Ringmaster's papers, Max G promo poster, broken bottle, map of the very big circus, Money the monkey, a ring, Russell's autopsy report. No, I don't think we have anything. Okay. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Let's press that. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after the proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Okay, press that. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Sorry guys, don't mind me, just had something in my mouth. Probably like leftover food or something that came out of my teeth, but anyway. It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Okay, does that line up with the autopsy report? I think it does. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. But yeah, let's press. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Press a wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box added to the court record. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. What was in the wooden box? Yeah. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Really? Why such a big box for just a little bottle? That's interesting. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Okay, so the small bottle of pepper has been added to the court record. Very interesting clue. Okay, press. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take it in. Oh, wow, one karma. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Yeah, he has feelings. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yep, there he is, Ben and Trilo. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Queast. I'm employed as an operator. I feel like I need a drink. Cause there we go. But yeah, my throat and tongue aren't dry. My tongue just seems like a little bit like grippy. But anyway, I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Ouch. It had a good rhythm. It was just the lyrics, they leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their mind. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about... You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Okay, time for Trilo's testimony. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Yeah, I'm trying to don't mind me experimenting a little bit with Trilo's voice. I'm trying to give him a little bit of a New York twang. Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading toward the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk cat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing a signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there will be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Yes, well done, Franziska. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Okay. So, time for Trilo's cross-examination. So yeah, let's press. The clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Okay, yeah, press him. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix, right. I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good but I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. I can't tell whether that was a typo or intentionally making Phoenix use very bad grammar. Okay, let's press. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Okay, press. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? No problems. Ben only saw Max. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Regina? Don't hold your tongue, Ben. It's your job to answer all the stupid questions. I'm sorry, Trilo. Okay. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, I think I do need to press here. I just need to get the right option. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so, is there really any problems in that? I'm just trying to think. I love the music. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Oh yeah! Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Of course there was another person he could have seen other than Regina. Yeah. Right, where? Yeah, there we go. Get the game window back up. Ben only saw Max, and then, yeah. So yeah, I should have picked Russell here, not Regina. I didn't... Why? Yeah, clearly my brain's not working today because I should have thought, oh yeah, of course he'd see the victim. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactico was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness' testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one that got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay, let's, Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Okay, let's practice. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m. so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is, will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, right, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for? Oh, okay, this one is definitely Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess she got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quace, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you, or were you not, waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? Here's where everyone else starts to think Trila's absolutely crazy. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Okay, I guess we're diving into some love affairs about the proposal. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Well, that's an obvious contradiction. You were going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. That is wrong on so many levels. Oh my god. I mean, not as wrong as like a puppet being in love with a human, but like, ugh. Exactly. His honor is looking a little... Yeah, literally. Looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? Oh, this case is so funny, I love it. Okay, press. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. Okay, press. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet... I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Okay, press an engagement ring? Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm so sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. So, you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? Okay, now is where we present the ring. So where, there it is. Present. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, it looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then, do I have it right here? What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Hey, don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money in like a bank vault? I mean, to be fair, yeah. I mean, had you not known there was a monkey in this case called Money, yeah, you probably might have made the same assumption as the judge. But still, it's so funny. Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quaist, I will prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then, Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah, yow! Oh! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Queast. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. prove an important point. What point could that possibly be? Ben's testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. Yep, sir, no one could have seen Max. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Yeah, because no one can seem to corroborate it now because the one witness we thought we had was off chasing after a monkey. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity toward the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night. Ha! I've told you so many times, you think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Jeez, Phoenix. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Okay, witness testimony, witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So, the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Excuse me. Clearly I just needed a bit of a stretch. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, press. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. Okay, press. So, you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Okay, press. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just ask 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm no good at math. It was 10 past 10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. Okay, press. So, you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. How is 10 o'clock not night? What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. Ah, I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Priest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trilo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Nothing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you've already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Okay, press. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Okay, press. Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting it out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but then we have to prove to make something stick. All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to ask something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Okay, present. So yeah, what is good evidence that shows that Trilo and Max really hate each other? Oh wait! Ooh. Yeah, the bottle might be a good one. Yes! I got it right. Trilo, is it not true you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument, a disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that, on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Queast. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He didn't see anyone. He saw the defendant. I think he saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. Well, what? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening, or good evening as he put it. What in the world? Will the defense kindly explain whom it was that Trilo saw that evening then? Was it the ringmaster? It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? Sorry, I skipped over that last bit of text because I thought I got it wrong. You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Queast. Order. How do you respond to this? Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Queast obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster of one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone, all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear those. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma, you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for the crime. Ooh, what's Francisca got up her sleeve? Let's see. Very well, the court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. Okay, let's save our progress. And then, yep, looks like, yep, we're moving on to the second half of the trial. So, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Hehe, well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Okay, time for part 2 of the trial. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Oh, just gonna have a drink because I need to clear my throat a little bit. Oh, okay. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Excuse me. Oh, poor Mer, he looks so sad. I don't know if any of you caught that reference, but that thing Mer rambled before, just as he was getting whipped, was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no circus. The way the music just cuts off. Okay. How about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Sorry about that, guys. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian blocked. Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal snoogey self in court. Okay, Mo's testimony. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken a laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Okay, what he actually witnessed. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, when all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. God damn it. There we go. Okay, let's press. You say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Press. You were pooped that night. Yes, I was very, very tired, not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. Nope. Nope. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Wait, what? No! Aww. Why did I get a penalty for doing absolutely nothing? Oh my god. The judge is mean. Okay, press. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on the issue. Keep pressing? Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls. Please revise your testimony. We should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. I don't think we have any proof as to what that noise could be. I mean, it could be, well, we could present Lunny the monkey, but yeah. But yeah, let's press. What does it sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor isn't unnecessary. Doe, how did you know I was gonna make a joke? Aha, aha, aha. I guess that sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... press... Far away, you say? If you have to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Press. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I have been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things don't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. And now I am 100% certain it was Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How can I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Oh, no one will say it with them. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's a climax in my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Hehehe. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder being committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown, because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing the sound, there is no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the team theme to anger the court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. I love all the pop culture references in this series. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again? So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clog the ringmaster? Yeah. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. You should not joke about that. Yeah. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth, and if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette, got it? Wow, the judge is actually mad. Got it. Okay, new testimony, the silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? In his decisive testimony, was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Okay. Press. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. He doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Press. Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. Sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Okay, press. You sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. Okay, press. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity though, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our record says eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Okay, press. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon, you know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. The Trilo's testimony and now Mo's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Okay, but yeah, let's look in the court record. So, picture the crime scene. Ringmaster's papers, Max D promo poster. Broken bottle, circus map, Money the Monkey, ring, Russell, wooden box, small seasoning bottle. Okay, the cloak isn't really black though. Is that really the contradiction though? That Mo says the cloak's black and yet it's clearly not black? Present? Oh my god, that really was a contradiction. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready, all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? Do you like pie? I love pie. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts in the case? Clearly not. He is just toying with the court. Just had to clear my throat. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this? Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike Ryan, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Oh, poor Mur. The judge didn't need to be that mean. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. For what? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Okay, the silhouette part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. Okay. So yeah, so we literally do only have one chance at this one, I remember rightly. So yeah, I need to find the contradiction, and that's that. I don't think I'm allowed to press any of the statements. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? But yeah, the reason why I clicked on that statement is because if Max was still wearing his hat, then we wouldn't have it in our court record. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order, Mr. Kells. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory. Wow, your eyesight and your memory amongst other things. Oh. The judge really hates Mo with a burning passion, Jesus. Well, why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just... I can't believe some people hate Mo. Like, I mean, yeah, he's a bad clown, but, I mean, you still know how to be so mean to him. Oh my god. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Kells. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is battering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Grrr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? I think the proof is the crime photo. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as a clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Mo's just ousting Von Karma. Order, order. I will have order. Francisca Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Okay, the truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he. Oh, he flew away? Oh my god. This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Nobody knows what to say. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? I think, he's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth. That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding the matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Okay, looks like we've got to do some more investigating. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I like how he's sweating profusely while he's saying that. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Okay, time to move on to the investigation portion of this case, or the second investigation portion, I should say, because we've already done a little bit of investigating. Okay, December 29, 303, Wright and Kerr. Nick, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick. What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Heh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Okay, so let's move to the detention center. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It will be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I have no choice. It will be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Okay, let's talk to Max. Night of the murder. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Excuse me. Okay, let's ask about today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Okay, let's ask about the Grand Prix. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Yola, here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself I could die right there and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Ahem, by the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. So, we've got a new memento from Max. Okay, so let's move to... Well, actually, yeah, let's present evidence just in case there's any new information we can get. That's a remaster. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. This is definitely my silk hat. I don't suppose I'm allowed to wear it anymore, am I? Max is one of your excellent symbols, right? That's right. Honestly though, I only like it because of the feather in the brim. Okay, present. What about this? Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You are quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought that you can never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty marks, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone will forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. Okay. Max, how could you? How could you hit poor Ben over the head with this? I've been thinking about that lately, but he did call me a no-good talentless hack of a fast food magician. You mean Trilo said that? Not Ben, right? There is no Trilo or Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. I guess you're right. Okay. Money. No, nothing. Ring. No. No, I think that might be it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent? Of course. The trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is. It's in the cafeteria? We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? Okay, let's move to the circus. You hear that? It sounds like 2 people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream? Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. You enjoy saying dumb things. You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Wow. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they were surprised by the idea. I told ya, you're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Okay, let's talk about today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted, right then? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing the symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Okay, marriage. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the 10? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Okay, ventriloquism. So, how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we would. That jerk. Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilo Queese, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this too. Okay, let's present all the evidence. Okay, nothing so far. No, nothing. No, nothing. Broken bottle. No. Yeah, it's not looking like we'll need to present anything to Ben and Trila. Circus map. Money the monkey. No, nothing. Russell's autopsy report. No, nothing. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, we were... I'm gonna try the other two things, but yeah, we probably don't need to present anything to them. No, okay. Okay, let's move to the lodging house. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's bound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Boom. Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Okay, move. Let's go to Mo's room. Pardon me? Mo's not here. If he was here, he would have been able to tell even before he stepped into the room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Okay, let's move back to the entrance. And then let's move to the big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Okay, is there anything that we can, okay. Yeah, I think we've already examined everything that we can in here, because, yeah, it's reset our progress, but we've already looked at everything in here in a previous tiny stream. So, yeah, let's move to the ringmaster's room. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here because we've already been in here. So I'm gonna go in the cafeteria. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican food is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Psst, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly, it's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Okay, let's talk to Mo. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the thing, no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Okay, let's ask about what you witnessed. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a sidewalk, he must be telling the truth. Okay, let's present our stuff to Mer, see if we can get more information. Russell, how could anyone do this to you? Mo's taking this really hard. I can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes. I know. But lately, it's just, lately I've started to understand what he is always going on about. What is it then? Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet. Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Okay. Yeah, we've already seen that. Yeah, circus map. No. Nothing new. Nope, nothing. Nope, nothing. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, you didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Okay, Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Okay, Max G bust has been added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he is setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Okay, what changed? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Okay, the morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clunked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Okay, so let's move to the big top. And then we're going to move to the circus entrance. And then let's present this to Ben and Trila. Oh, okay, never mind. Talk. Oh, okay, maybe we just present it to Max. Yeah, let's move to the detention center. And then let's present this to Max. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie Kai. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay, let's move back to the big top. So yeah, let's go to the big top. And then let's move to the ringmaster's room. And then let's examine the ringmaster's jacket. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Okay, so we now have the full threatening note. Or, not full threatening note, but... yeah, the less than, warm note, I guess. Okay, so yeah, now we need to find Regina so we can ask her about it. But yeah, so yeah, let's go to the cafeteria. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new Oh, Phoenix, no. All of a sudden I need a new partner bad. No, no one replaces Maya Faye. No one. Maya Faye is best girl in this game. Oh my god. But then, to be fair, she's kind of like the only main girl anywhere. But yeah, let's move big top, circus entrance, present the note. No, never mind. Okay, move to the lodging house. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Oh no. What's that noise? Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! It's biting us lashes from a whip. Vaughn. Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh my god, we get to talk to Franziska during an investigation. Let's go. If you have to jump out and scare us like that, what can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Hahaha, national news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix, right? Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Okay, let's talk to Franziska. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands on something big, huh? Huh, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper mags on your head. I got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of lip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Okay, let's talk to her about Miles. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death? No. Okay, Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one. He never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What? What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Okay, it's finally time to meet the elusive acrobat. Let's go to Akbra's room. And yeah, I just have to say I'm so excited because I think I've mentioned on stream that I will be going to my very first anime convention next year, and one of the people I will be meeting, he's known for many roles in anime, such as Katsuki Bakugo, aka Ka-chan, or Great Explosion Medical Dynamite in MHA, My Hero Academia. He's also known as Connie Springer in Attack on Titan. People like me that play Hoyoverse games might recognize his voice as Billy Kid in Zenless Zone Zero, but he also voices Akra, aka this guy in the Ace Attorney anime. But yeah, I'm very excited that I'm going to be meeting Bakugo's voice actor next year. I'm definitely gonna I think I'm definitely gonna make sure that that he is gonna be one of the first people that I get in line for, just because I know his queues next year are probably gonna be crazy. So yeah. But yeah, very, very excited. Anyway, you must be Phoenix, right? Yes. Pleased to meet ya. I'm Ken Dingley. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro, how do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. I love the music in this game. Okay, let's talk to him about the very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers, perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Okay, let's ask him about wheelchair. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged, and you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Oh, Cyclops. Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at this circus then? Okay, let's ask about what happened. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehab? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. Okay, and what you witnessed? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime is right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. And Nick? Okay. Well, this isn't good. We have another person corroborating that they saw Max. Just enjoying the music. Just giving my arms a stretch. Because my body in general is getting a bit tired. There we go. Okay, so I don't think we have the right evidence to break the Cyclops yet, so, or maybe we do, I don't know. I can always try, and then if I feel like I don't have the evidence, then yeah, we can back out. So yeah, let's present. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? No, what was really the cause of your injury was the pepper. No? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't have the right evidence. Okay, yeah, let's go back. Yeah, it was worth a try just to see, but yeah, we don't have the right evidence yet. Can we examine the room? Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Okay, let's present stuff to Afro. Afro, please take a look at this photo for us. No problem. Ah, this is how it ended for him. Such a shame. He seems awfully calm, but his eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain. If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. That's an absolute certainty. Acro. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about it. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something is really weighing on him. Yep, Okay, nothing. Hey, money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute! Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Nothing, okay. Wooden box, no. Nothing. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Okay, let's go find Regina. Well, before I do, I am gonna look around. The bed. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much in this room. Yeah, okay. But yeah, let's go find Regina. Move. Circus entrance. Okay. Move into the big top. Okay. Is Regina here now? Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Roar. Yeah, Nick. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more a monkey than a human. A monkey? Okay, a Russellberry? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely, now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything is alright with Regina. Money the monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Gladly. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that quest. Yay, you're really gonna do it? Okay, let's present some evidence to Regina. So, let's start with, the note. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Afro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How do you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Okay, that's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. It's from the cafeteria? It's not? I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's Pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper. Okay, let's go to the cafeteria. Something smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burger. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Okay, a very big circus. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy? You know. What is he talking about? Get over it? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, really. Dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Aw, Cyclops. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Okay, so let's examine. The kitchen is over here. Oh yeah. I wrote a new joke about the kitchen. Let's see, how did that joke go? Let me guess. What did the chef say to the chicken before dinner? Nice to meet ya. There's gotta be something dumb like that. Yep. That's a great one, though. I would never have thought of that. It looks like they've left it exactly in... Yeah, I think, yeah. Move baggers? Okay, okay, so, can we actually do Mo's thing yet? Okay, let's see. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Well, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? No, okay. Yeah, we don't have the evidence yet. Okay, let's move back to the circus entrance. Let's move to the lodging house. And then we're gonna go back up to Akira's room. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, what to do now? Maybe we can solve one of the cyclops, but, yeah. But yeah, let's just explore all our horizons. Ooh, hello. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. So stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. That means a lot to Regina. A real man wouldn't make a... Yikes! No! I tried to have a man-to-man talk with him. I really did. You know, man-to-man isn't really accurate. It was more like man-to-monkey. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Okay. So, let's go back to the big top. Because, yeah, we need to give Regina her costume back. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Oh, Phoenix. Blush, it's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey Regina, that costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine, it was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. Okay, let's talk to Regina about Leon. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth. You know, go. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they love seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina? Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Okay. So we have Leon as a thingy. So now maybe, now that we know the cause of the accident that's happened in the past, yeah, maybe now we can actually remove some Cyclops. So let's move to the cafeteria. present the Magatama again. Okay. Okay, I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during the practice, right? How did you? I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts, like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... I think he's talking about Acro. It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Ooh, it's finally time to find out about the accident. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been probably better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Okay, Acro's brother? Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why did he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all his truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel, that's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with Pepper too? She does. Matt would always tease her with Pepper. But Bat? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Okay. I wonder if we can solve Acra's Cyclops yet. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, so let's go to the big top. And then let's go to the circus entrance. And then let's go to Plaza. And then Acra's room. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? We're back because Acra was hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It will seem that he knows like we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay, let's solve these last Cyclops. No. Leon was the cause of the injury. Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase it as battle the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. To save his brother. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo, but he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where I slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last Cyclops. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. I'll keep reading in a minute. Just gotta take a quick sip of my drink. Okay, Regina. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her, saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Haha, he wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then, but you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Though, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you've had it out for Regina all along. I think it's the note. This, where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Ow, itchy. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. We did it! We broke the side blocks! Okay, let's talk to him about the wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you'll have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing, and that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again, and that's the reason why I keep going. Okay, Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on the Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, both said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served the summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now, what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. But yeah, very, very interesting investigation portion. So yeah, let's save. And then, yeah, I will unfortunately have to wrap up the stream there. Yeah, I would go for another hour, but, yeah, I mean, I think you can tell, but, yeah, my voice is probably gonna give out on me if I read for another hour. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it for today. I'll just double save just to make sure. There we go. Okay, so, yeah, so let me, I'll just, go title screen, yes, game. Yep. Okay. Oh, itchy nose. Okay, where is my, but yeah, so thank you. But yeah, so I hope you guys have had as much fun watching this as I did playing it. Yeah, the circus case is definitely an interesting one because there's some people that love it, like me, and then there's also some people that think the circus characters are kind of a bit outlandish, or like it's kind of like some of the circus characters seem like they're not very good at their job. So it's like, oh, why are they even in a circus? But yeah. So as for my next stream, it's Tuesday tomorrow, so that means it's Yakuza Tuesday. I will be playing some Yakuza 1 Kiwami. Yeah, that game is just getting better and better the more I play it. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to continuing that tomorrow. Um, I know I've only just updated the schedule, but I just wanted to let you know that Thursday I'm highly considering maybe doing a double stream because I'm actually maybe considering doing a watch along of the Game Awards because I think the Game Awards are on Thursday, although they are on very, very late in the UK. But because I don't have to really do anything on the Friday, I'm highly considering doing a very, very night owl stream and watching it along with you guys. But I'm gonna have to see how my plans line up. But yeah, it would be great if I could watch the Game Awards live though, because I'm very, very much looking forward to it. But yeah, tomorrow will be Yakuza 1 Kiwami. Hopefully, I can start that bang on 4 p.m. like I did today, or it might be a little bit afterwards. But keep an eye on my Discord and my Twitter for info about that. But yeah, I'm gonna raid someone and then I'm gonna switch to my outro. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Well, actually, yeah, who am I gonna raid? I probably should have done that before wrapping up my intro. Let's see. Following. Why is literally everyone I follow playing a game? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Chugs is online. Yeah, I will, yeah, let's raid Chugs. He is playing the highly popular Metroidvania game that's actually nominated for multiple game awards this year, funnily enough. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. So yeah, we're gonna join Chugs and yeah, let's start the raid. And then yeah, once again, have a great rest of your day, everyone. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some Yakuza. So yeah, but yeah, thanks for joining in.